Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard with yesterday's 14 by 14 inch canvas, which was a really cool orb. Until I walked out in the yard, put it down in the sun on something unlevel, and now I have a really crooked orb. So my intention is to go ahead and I'll start with a little gold. And I'm just going to add all of the colors that I want. Making sure to put some Anita's metallic between a few of them. And I don't need a lot of paint. And I'm looking for some sort of dramatic change between them. And I'm thinking about a ring pour. I thought about just putting them down in a line, lines radiating out, and then dragging something through them. But I kind of want to try this. Especially with this blue. And I might put a little puddle of gold to begin with. But these are close to the colors that I had yesterday. Sort of, kind of, anyway. I'm not trying to match anything up particularly. I don't need a ton of paint. I gotta remember that whatever goes in last is coming out first. Probably put a little more gold in there, maybe some more of that blue. I didn't bring any of the Prussian blue, but fortunately the bottle top is open. So put some of that in there. Maybe a little bit more of that Anita's metallic. And we'll do the gold. I'm not sure what to finish with. I don't know why. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of, no I'm not. Very little. I'm going to do very little of that. Fortunately, I have a skewer handy. Whoa, splooge. Excuse my French. Still not coming out. So it's going to take me another second. I do apologize. And once I do this centerpiece, I don't know what else I might do. I might do anything. You can't trust me not to. So you might as well expect anything could come in. And basically this is going to show you that this is a good base to begin with. And if you have an accident, you can fix it. I hope that's what this shows. I guess we'll see. I'm going for it. I'm going for that purple at the very last. Alright, so I'm going to give myself what I consider to be a center. I'm going to check that in a couple different directions. It's really confusing to me because that other thing is so lopsided now. I just want a center. I want to sort of guess where my center is. That looks okay. That looks okay. That looks okay. Wow, that looks great. Okay, so I'm going to spread that with my finger until I get to a place where I feel like I'm similar to what I was just looking at. You could measure in. Probably a smarter move to measure in. So I'm still going to give myself a puddle of gold. And then and if I have paint left, that's okay, because at that point I will have colors I can use for something else. And I've always wanted to remember to use my turntable, to turn my turntable while I'm doing a ring pour to see what would happen. I need to have enough paint. Whoa, that was a blob. I don't know what that was. Probably could have used some more bright orange in there. I got a lot of paint left. Never mind. And I'm just going to rotate this around and hope that at some point in time I can find happiness from doing that. And we'll see. We're going to go as far out as we need to make it look like there's actually a circle there that's well balanced. That kind of circle. I'm not getting anything terribly bright. I'm a lot nervous I can't even do this at this point because I think that it's a chore to make an orb in the center of this off-center thing. So who knows what this is actually going to turn into? I have no idea right now. But there's not enough dramatic change between the outside and what's inside. I kind of feel like I need to go as wide as I can. And as uninteresting as I think it is, acrylics always dry darker. So I guess I'm not as thrilled as I wish I were by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm going to do whatever it takes, including herd some paint back into a well, I can't call it a semicircle because I'm still attempting an orb. You just get that one little bit of neon pink. And I see that thing. I haven't painted today, so I'm not sure where that came from. I'm not thrilled with this. I have to admit, I am really super not thrilled with it, but that does not matter. Because I'm not beyond playing with my paint. Worst case scenario, I could scrape it off. I never scrape anything off, so if this were the first time, it wouldn't come as a shock to anyone. You know what happens. It begins with S. Alright, I'm not hating on that anymore. And I'm very inclined to use what I've got. It is what it is, sort of thing. Spiral that out in the middle. I think this part's just for fun. It's still going to be lopsided. No matter what I do, this is going to turn out to be lopsided. Well, you know what? There's always remedies for everything. And this may just be one of those times when I should have quit while I was ahead. But you never know. This is also an opportunity to experiment. It's destined to be one of those things nobody ever sees. Unless it turns out accidentally really cool, which would be perfect for anybody practicing accidental art. I kind of like that, as weird as it is. Let's see if I can spin my turntable around and what happens when I do that with a basting brush. Because there were some interesting colors in there to begin with. I'm just not seeing them anymore. Like I was anyway. Nope, it's a fail. So far. We know I don't give up easily though. Why not have an excuse to do whatever you want to do? Because I can. Because you can too. I'm not hating on that. I am going to wipe off my basting brush. Drag just enough paint out from that center. So that's not the worst thing ever, and gives me excuses to try all kinds of stuff. Not that that's a really great idea. There's probably a lot of paint in the center there, and I'll be in danger of doing the exact same thing I did yesterday. But you know what? I want to play. I'm going to take a straw. All bets are off, by the way. Alright, that's different. I'm still not getting where I want to be. But I've done this before. I've been not happy with an orb. I'm just giving myself permission to play and wound up with something tremendous. So I can't say absolutely nobody will ever see this, because it might be fabulous. In spite of what it looks like so far still. I just want to suck some of that paint right out of the middle. Could be really cool. I'm going to keep saying that until it happens. Alright, so that's a little different. It reminds me of what I had yesterday before I brought it in the sun and it went south on me. Where's that blue I love? Let's just try that. Now this blue tends to sink away. This blue is the color shifting Folk-Art, but I don't like the color, so what I did was add the dark blue unicorn spit, which is a stain available on my Amazon link that you can find under Show More. So by being on the dry canvas, I have a very good chance of it not disappearing on me because it doesn't have anything to sink into. Really? You just had to, right? So I think maybe, just maybe, I can do my trick and show you that you can use your skewer. Just dip it into your color. Actually, I'm rolling my skewer, and that's kind of cool. I don't know if it'll stay or not. But I like these little saw blade things I make. It doesn't work as well, I don't think, with the pointy end. But even if it's an odd shape, I'm good with that. Kind of like it, actually. It's a little perverse, just like me. Yeah, the blunt end works a whole lot better. Not having a big filament of paint on there works best still. This is all about figuring out how to fix my mistakes, evidently. I'll just make a completely random shape in there. Why not? Because I can. I tell you what, if I could put a spiral in the center there, I probably would do that. Maybe I will put the tiniest little drop of orange in there. Not that it could go in straight at this point. There, I'm not unhappy with that, and I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to play until I run out of time, which probably isn't that long from now. That is my magenta mixed with some golden product, iridescent pearl fine. And the magenta is so expensive you want to buy it at Michael's with a coupon. The bigger the better, because it's almost $30 for 4 ounces. But a little goes a long way, and it's a completely awesome color, and I'm really happy with that. And I think what I want to do and what I can do in the time I have are two different things. So I'm going to go ahead and take a container. I'm going to take the blunt end of my skewer, and I'm going to bore you to tears, adding dots between the blue ones. And I actually really like what I've got. It's definitely funky. It's not any less funky than yesterday. And I think I'm going to be happy with that no matter what, especially if I don't bring it out in the sun to take a picture of it. Although I've got that one place right there. And I think if I pull that color back in, yes, I can pull that color right back in. Cool. Gotta be careful. I get over enthusiastic about things. It's got a little funky sun right in the center of it, and I'm loving it. That odd shape is a little jewel. How cool is that? Alright, I love you guys. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. I'm about to run out of time. I'm going to torch all this, just in the center. I'm going to go find a nice level place to put it down, and maybe I'll come back and take a picture of it later. It's not perfect, but I don't really expect that it's meant to be perfect. I do have one line in there, not with that I want to change. It's not even, but it's cool. I think if I put a little more of that pink, do I want to dare to do that? No, I'm just going to leave it the same. But I tell you what I will do is I want more of this blue. And maybe if I use a bunch more of it, I can keep it. Maybe not also. Because I blew that out and it didn't stay. So this is a less is more. This is a really good thing for dry canvas and not necessarily such a great thing for a deep puddle of wet paint. That may or may not stay. And it probably will stay, be less likely to stay after I do this. But you never know. Don't ever manipulate your painting after you torch. Which I keep telling you guys all the time and then proving that I'm not trustworthy. Alright, check on the end screens for the exhibition video that will show you the prizes for this month's drawing. There are 15 paintings, and you can have 3 if you happen to be the winner who donates $10 or more to keep the studio rolling. The studio needs to be kept rolling if you want to see me here. I wish I hadn't done that. Stop. Let go. Okay. I'll live. I gotta remember to keep my stuff out of there. Really seriously. I still like it. It's alright. So, where was I? Check under the video for my paint pouring recipe and Teespring clothing, all over print t-shirts and leggings. And my paint pouring recipe, again, I said that. And Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. And check out my channel for tomorrow's video on the community board, or Facebook Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, which is for students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and more, which is for people who want to check what I've put on my, what you can find from my Shop Now button. And Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors, where I have put the limited selection, only hundreds, of my YouTube artworks. But at least they're there, you know. Alright, don't play with the paint. I love you guys. There's almost 86,000 of you, and hopefully one day there will be. I'm only 125 away. It used to be a daily thing. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see you when on. Bye for now. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really, really, really appreciate it. And watch the videos longer. Maybe even binge. There's 1,200 of them. Look on the playlists. Created playlists. There's genres, 13 of them, and hundreds. 10 full of 100, and 1 getting populated. I love you guys. Bye for now. Priscilla out.